What's up, people? It's your boy Black Rambo bringing you another video of Titanfall. I haven't been putting up many videos lately because, you know, YouTube been acting a fucking mess and it's been all on the pizzazz about bullshit. I wanted to put up some Castlevania, but they've been rejecting my videos for some odd reason. I don't know if it's the music or the dialogue or whatever the fuck is going on, but they are rejecting the fuck out of my shit and it is pissing me off literally to the 10th power. Like, I rage quitted in my own room and house, like, viciously. I threw a fucking spork with mac and cheese on it. But I digress. Enough of that. So as you all know, the Titanfall game, the exclusive for the Xbox consoles 1 and 360 has already been released. It's been released for the 360 and Xbox One, so now everybody should be able to pretty much play it. This is me playing Attrition in the courtyard. This is one of my favorite maps. Not the courtyard, excuse me, the colony. It's pretty much self-explanatory. It's a freaking colony. I'm playing on the IMC side, and it's about getting the pilot Barker back to the ship so he can fly and do his own, you know, thing or whatever. But this is pretty much going to be a video telling you about how I feel about the actual Titanfall game, not the beta, but the actual game, amongst other things, you know, in comparison to other games like Battlefield and Call of Duty Ghosts. So the actual game Titanfall is pretty much, I give it a 9.5 out of 10 for 3 strict reasons. One, the actual game was way better than the beta that they put out. And I was impressed with the beta, but the game just didn't lapse around the actual beta. 2, it replaced both of my first-person shooters, Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty. Well, Call of Duty Ghosts is shit, so I'm not even counting that. But after playing Titanfall for a while and then going back to Battlefield, you could definitely tell that Battlefield 4 was not running at 60 frames per second. Don't get me wrong, Battlefield is still the shit. Now, when I play first-person shooters, I usually bitch about everything that's going on because all the campers and the butt buddies, you know, it all just pisses me off to the T. And even if I'm bad at the game, I'll still play it. You know, when I first started playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I was god fucking awful at it, but I still played it because I liked the game. It was fun, you know, social thing. A lot of my friends played it, so I played it with them, and I eventually got better. You know, that still didn't stop me from bitching because it pissed me the fuck off. People were camping and being butt buddies and throwing C4. Oh my fucking god, the fucking C4. That shit would blow my motherfucking mind. Literally, but again, I'm way off topic. Yeah. So the third thing that made it pretty much great was, you know, like the new take on a first-person shooter by adding in the Titans and the bots. But one thing that I felt like the game lacked in, you know, that it was like lackluster in, was the game modes. They had zero originality with game modes. They had zero originality with the campaign. Yes, it's an MMO, and I understand that. But the way they hyped this game up about how the campaign will be intertwined in the multiplayer was it was overhyped. You know, the multiplayer was pretty short. It's 18 levels. It's just like the actual multiplayer. It's just that it has like a cutscene or two, or you feel more intertwined. There's like a couple briefings here and there. But overall, it's pretty much just like the multiplayer. You just unlock your Titans at the end. So if any of you guys haven't completed the campaign modes, make sure you do that so you can unlock your Strider Titan, which is a Titan for speed and quick movements. It's very weak, but if you want to get in and out of places, it's very mobile. And you can unlock the Ogre Titan, which is made for pretty much to take, I don't know, heavy damage. It's a shielded, armored, it's like a tank, I guess. Let's call it that. It's a tank. I don't know. The game is cool, you know. On the beta, only got to play with like 3 or 4 guns or whatever, but on the actual game, there's like 10 or 12. I still don't think that's enough if you're gonna have an actual multiplayer, like a massive multiplayer online game. Because when you're running MMOs, the main thing you want is variety, because people are going to be doing the same, usually, most likely the same thing all over again. You know, just killing each other pretty much. So I felt like they could have gave you more guns. They could have separated the guns in the classes instead of putting them in just one big blob area. They could have given you more attachments and better attachments to choose from. You know, attachments that can increase stopping power, damage power, corrosive power. They could have did a lot more with these guns that would make them more explosive. Shit, they could have gave them explosive bullets, frag bullets. It took a lot of aspects from a lot of different games, like Dead Space. I saw some Dead Space in there. You know, if people don't even know, EA did have a hand in Dead Space. Saw some Call of Duty. I saw some Battlefield. I saw a bunch of games that just rung in my head. You know, if you saw anything in it, please do me a favor and leave them in the comments. And if you felt like the game modes were lackluster, please do me a favor and leave them in the comments. So they pull a lot of good aspects from a lot of different games into one big, you know, masterpiece. You know, but there's still, like any other game, there are still things that they can improve on. Minor things, but things they can improve on, you know, to make the game better and to keep me interested. Because like any other game, you know, it'll get boring after time. But if you can keep coming out with new things and new innovative things, then it'll pretty much make people want to continuously play this. I.e. the instrument for the showing the recipe, giving you a recipe for how to make this game better. So back to the game modes, cause I'm all over the place here. It was a long day at work. We had a lot of knuckleheads stealing and shit. Had to apprehend the fucker. Yeah, so they pretty much have Attrition, which is pretty much team deathmatch. Last Titan Standing, which is pretty much a watered down team deathmatch from my viewpoint. You know, Attrition, killing anything and everything in sight. Last Titan Standing, you know, it's pretty much a Titan versus Titan deathmatch. You only get one life. When your Titan dies, when all Titans are dead, the game is over. Or when all Titans on the opposite side of the team are dead, the game is over. You have Pilot Hunter, Hardpoint, Capture the Flag, which is one of my favorites because they actually give you like ordinances and tiers that'll actually help toward that, and the Titans make it interesting because it's hard to kill a Titan, especially when he's in the flag, and it makes it easier to get to point for point. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned Hardpoint, sort of like Domination. They just named it Hardpoint for some odd reason, but whatever. And you also have the Variety Package, which will allow you to play multiple game modes. It'll just pop up at random. Each game mode that they have will pop up at random, and I usually like to play that one so I can get accustomed to each different game mode, and so that I can pretty much build classes to suit each different game mode. My least favorite game mode of all would have to be the Last Titan Standing and the Pilot Hunter, because I feel like they just took Attrition and they pulled out main pieces of it. They pulled out pilots. So in the Pilot Hunter, you solely hunt pilots, and Last Titan Standing, you solely hunt the Titans. So they just separated them and just tossed them out there and said, "Here, you guys play this." I felt like they could have, for this new Xbox exclusive, for this huge MMO, they could have done a lot better and been a lot more creative in what they did with these game modes. You know, if you know any game modes that you would like to see, or any new innovative game modes that they could have added, please leave them in the comments below. Shit, yeah. It's pretty much an overall good game. I know some of the guns are, you can tell the difference between a level up gun and a gun that's not leveled up, and a gun that has attachments and doesn't have attachments, and because it's two SMGs, the compact SMG and the car SMG. The compact SMG, I probably died about 60%. I probably killed about 60% of my enemies. When I started using the car SMG, which you'll unlock later on, I pretty much killed everybody that walked into my path. That gun is completely ridiculous. But shit, yeah, I've been talking for a lot, so I'm gonna pretty much end it off right here. So catch you guys later. Make sure you subscribe and like the video, and leave your comments below.